Peace family, back again at you with a new video. Know what I'm saying? And I don't believe in this year thing, 2023. I don't believe in no Christmas bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So when is this time? I stay the hell away. I hate these times because it's the times where Nefilim is feeding on you. You know what I'm saying? So today I want to share with you guys these crusades and the whole Nephilim invasion that came from the north, like the book Yahweh said, man of war. Yahweh came from the north, okay? And he invaded the whole entire earth. That was the New World Order when it started, okay? There was a flood, and after the flood, they came rushing with crusades, you know what I'm saying? And taking everything that was left after the flood and creating a new order in the world and a new world order. You know what I'm saying? These guys, you see that mosque wants Spain to apologize. So they bought this religion, as I explained to you, the Pope created the Spain and Portugal countries, and then they expanded the whole Europe, England, everybody was given a piece of the world to run, but these babies didn't know who they were, they didn't know the earth or nothing. It was the church, and the church was the government that gave them everything from the beginning of the reset, the church being in power, you know what I'm saying? And set up these new babies that after the reset, they bought these new babies and they didn't know the earth, so they went around, they destroyed everything that was left. They cut all the trees, they killed all the animals that were left, you know what I'm saying? And they created new orders, you know what I'm saying? New countries and new orders of other people, the new people that came to cover. You understand that? And the brother broke down to you all the way down to the blood, the royal blood, what it is, what it isn't, you know what I'm saying? And people get upset about this stuff, yeah? But this is the reality, this is the real truth. You know what I'm saying? They came in and they smacked the whole thing. They tell you their whole history. They since they're here, they been doing discoveries. They've been taking, conquests. They've been taking over lands, enslaving people, writing history, writing religion, evangelizing, pushing the religion everywhere in the earth. Yeah, these are the aliens. Understand that? The fall of the Incas, they killed all of them and created the New World Order since then. You understand that? So don't follow no history these guys are trying to fool on you of African history and all that. Yeah. That's the history after the resets. All the ancestors got killed. You understand that? This is why you have no book from the ancestors. All your books are coming from where? From the Greeks. And these people that been doing conquests. Yeah. I told you they didn't know America even existed. It was the church that have all the knowledge and that passed them this knowledge to go, there's other lands out there for discovery, and told them to go, and who find first, keep it. That's what they did. And they were funded since then by these bankers, It was always already a social construct they had from the start. Money was moving the whole thing. Money was paying for armies. Money was paying for everything. You know what I'm saying? And they were going around and taking over and writing laws, taking your rights, taking your lands, dividing it, renaming it, doing as they please. You know what I'm saying? That's the history that they gave you in their books and on Google and everywhere else. Is the history that they came not long ago, people. Not long ago. They came not long ago. Instead of. But they gave it more time to make themselves uh, being, to make us believe them. They added these 1,000 years that I told you guys, then they gave them the Bible. They indoctrinate them, you know what I'm saying? They indoctrinate them, they gave them the Bibles. They built their bishops, they built their church, you know what I'm saying? They created pastors, deacons, all of them ruling in a pyramid scheme, you know what I'm saying? They were all invaders. Don't let them fool you that this is from the Mosai. Mosai don't do this. Yeah? Mosai don't need this. Mosai didn't create this. This is a new creation. Adam, as explained to you, Yahweh creation. This is what it is. It's not Mosai. The Israelites, these are the Israelites that they speak about. That's that history. And these Negroes are too dumb to find out that, to the code, what they're telling them. That this is their history, and then the Negroes think this is their history, that they are the Israelites that invaded other people and killed them. Our ancestors were not doing any of these killings. We had high intelligence, and we had lands, and we were not in need of anything. And probably that's why it was easy for them, because we didn't really have like armies, and we were not killer people. Understand that? These guys were trained to kill. They were trained with armies of conquest going on with religion and everything. In all angles, they created a division. They created Islam. They gave them half of it as well, their Arab cousins. They all didn't know the road. They all didn't have no land. They all went and took other people's land because they didn't belong here, it seems. Yeah. And they're not about no Mosai. They're about, I found it, it's mine. I'm killing you and I'm taking everything. That's what they did. They were pirates. They were invaders. They did war and conquest. And there were Negroes involved. That's what you need to know. Because you saw in Africa how beautiful it was, how green it was. It will take another African to destroy it. Not only these invaders. These invaders didn't know nothing. They didn't even know war or nothing. Yeah, it was the Negroes that taught them how to fight. It was the Negroes that taught them how to use pandemics, how to use other weapons of mass destruction. Well, these Negroes that gave them religion, teach them religion out of the old spirituality that we had. They created religion for the under species. And standard is the religion is for the hybrids. See that? War of conquest and enslavement. See that? This is what they've been doing. The history they gave you, like 1,000-year history. Oh, when they invaded you, and it's not 1,000 years. I already told you. They're lying about the time. They're not here that long ago or nothing. They just have a lot of science from the ancestors that they use, and they can change things and make you think whatever you want, whatever they want. Each generation, they can even, you see what they're doing to the clock. They're changing times. The time is getting shorter and shorter. The day is getting shorter. They can do a lot of stuff with science that you don't know. There's a lot of voodoo that you don't know because you're stuck in religion. They take you religion. Religion is to keep you in the box. Yeah, religion, I already broke down to you I don't know how many times what it is. That is witchcraft, okay? A way to keep your spirit and soul and mind boxed while they are all around you, take all your take all your lands, sacrifice you, and give you nothing other than these demons that you see out there calling themselves Israelites. See that? That's how they came. See that? Yeah, that's how they came in and killed everybody and then put the hybrids in control. The military conquest of southern plains. That's right. They've been everywhere with conquest, war of conquests, and then gave you fantasies like Star Wars. This is for the hybrids. It's not that. This false reality they sell on them. It's not that. But it has some truth to it, because when they say Star Wars, they're talking about these guys. See that? These are the invaders that came, and they all bowing down to Yahweh, which is the Church of Rome, you know what I'm saying? And they all were given, hearses, swords, and money to go and take the whole entire earth into their hands. You know what I'm saying? They don't like to tell you this story too much, because these will destroy, this kind of put some blemish in their religion, because you can't take people's lands in this manner, because it's not wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that was used here. It was used violence and killings of entire nations. People, they came in, they destroyed entire nations through war, and then they had their wars because they created these double pole religions that fight each other, but really they're not fighting each other, they're fighting you, they're killing you with their fight. Understand that? Because they both controlled by the same entity. Understand that? They both controlled by Yahweh, the same church. Doesn't matter what name they call themselves, what religion they call, they all bow to the Pope. That is the guy that created them, as you know. You know what I'm saying? We're not coming 2023 here trying to spell what's happened. We already know, okay? Here they are. Everywhere they go, that's how they establish themselves. Standard by a word of conquest. Yeah, Spanish was the worst cruel, one of the most cruel that went around and killed and destroyed, not only killed the people, but destroyed their entire history, burned their temples, burned their cities, destroyed, make sure that nothing was left, so that you're not going to remember nothing, and claiming that their God was a true God that sent them to do this. You understand that? You see that? That's them coming right here. See that? With their red stuff, with their dogs, with their hyenas, with their cats, attacking other people. See that? See that? And they even show you that there's something flying up there that they don't show you, that they had probably aeroplanes and other ships. But they show you some ship like in the sky over there just to mock you, because they're not going to tell you the truth. And the people that they killed ain't going to tell you the truth, because they've been dead. And they couldn't write books, which were our ancestors, you know what I'm saying? Here they are. The French was cruel too, went everywhere, did what they did, and still at it. Don't think they finished. The Pope gave them these lands forever. They rule on these lands. This is why when you talk about African history, we're going to build Africa. You can't build Africa, because it does not belong to you. Don't you know that? But these niggas act like they're stupid and don't know that Rome owns the whole Africa. They got the bull diversers that explain to you what it is. Yeah, and it's been signed and everything, and this legal document. These niggas don't have nothing. They don't own nothing there. All their lands don't belong to them. It's a fantasy that they think they have lands. These lands belong to the Yahweh on all the lands, the Lord. It's not a, and they have to be taxed to live in these lands. It's nothing to do with Mosaic creation or nothing. It's not a, see them enslaving them here, taking their lands right here, see that? The invaders taking the other one down because they took his land to create banks to serve you. Standard. They did it everywhere in the earth that you know. It's all a lab. Okay? They did it everywhere. Yeah? See that? They came to them with letters telling them that the Pope gave them these lands. Of course, the people will fight back. What are you talking about? He belonged to you, and I have to pay tribute to you. Because that's what they were doing. They will go there and tell them, you guys have to pay tribute to our king, to the Pope. And if you don't pay, we're coming for you. That's the deal. And these people had to either bow down and sell out or fight them back. Most fight them back and got whacked. Understand that? Yeah? So, don't believe no issue that they're telling you. I told you, you need to do your own research. You need to do your own spiritual search. Okay? Not Google search, spiritual search. Because all they're going to tell you are lies. All they're going to tell you is how they conquest everything, and everything belongs to them. You see that? See this guy? He's one of them. See that? They all being put there by the Pope, as I explained to you. And there's no other way you can explain this. Don't let this foolish Israelite religio fanatics tell you nothing. They don't know nothing other than the foolery that the conquistadores gave them and forced them to believe. See that? That's why they can't let that religious books, they can't let them go. See that? You see that? They've been doing these religious wars over and over and over, and millions and millions and millions and millions of them have died in these wars, these foolish wars of false God, falsehood, false everything. It's not a, it's just wars of power, conquest, and resets of the devil. Nefis, they all Nefis in there. There's no, real people in there that did this. Then they create their temples, they create their seat. Well, most of it was already there. You can see they're not creators. They were conquistadores. They're not. What they did, man, is that after the Noah's flood, they took these massive places that suited them. The ones that didn't suit them, they destroyed them. The ones that suited them, they used as their bases. They used as, and told in history that they created these things, but they didn't. Yeah, it was the ancestors that have been writing these houses and building them. You see, they don't build these houses today because they don't know how to build nothing. All they know is this. Stand up. And they use many of these houses and transform them into a church. And stand up. And you see that? This is where they came from, the Spanish Trail of Conquest by Rodin Carter. That's one of the books telling you what they do. Yeah. If there was no this, you will never have this guy. You will never see this guy if this didn't happen. Understand that? He wouldn't exist. Understand that? So that's what I'm telling you, man. They enslaved the people, they killed them, they used them as mules, they beat them, they chopped their heads, they chopped their hands, they took their lands, and then they gave them Jesus. Standard. But it was all by violence. As you can see, that's how it all came to play. Violence and deceit, like they're still doing right now. You see that? They steal the same formula. Divide and conquer. See that? There's always somebody they gotta come for. They gotta persuade. Yeah? And then the funny thing is that these same invaders, these same people, talk about liberty. You see that? They even have a statue of liberty. It's a total... I mean, I think they're taking a piece in the end. By doing all, they even take a piece of the shit that they do. Talking about liberty. When you look at the picture, you see anything liberty here? They're bringing liberty, right? The pursuit of what? Wars and the land of the ancestors. The pursuit of lies, the pursuit and the taking of all human resources, all human earth. That's the pursuit, that's their liberty. They're taking the liberty of taking your land and enslaving you. That's the liberty. And you have no liberty. You have no rights. That's what they tell you. See that? See how they come? With that cross and that sword and bowing down to Yahweh. Yahweh is the guy that sent them. Stand up. And then they portray the natural ones as savages that didn't know nothing, were wearing they didn't even have clothes or nothing, were just wearing stupid clothing. And they were smart. They know how to dress. They had the technology. They had the boats. They knew how to drive, cross the ocean and everything. But these niggas didn't know. Ain't that something, people? These niggas been there forever, didn't know that these Europeans that just turned up in 1000, 1400s, 1500s, yeah, they just turned up out of nowhere after the floods that they did. And these are the niggas that survived it eventually, or, and they come in and they tell them that, they are the owners of this road. And they portray the niggas here as stupid, giving them bananas, bowing down to them, cowards, nigga sucker, bowing down to some devil coming out of the sea with no thought of himself, like he has no soul. Yeah, he's just good, he's there. Take my food. I got bananas for you. We are peaceful people. We are peaceful. And, and these guys just come in and do as they please. See that? See that? This is how the story they tell you from the beginning, that these niggas are some bunch of stupid people. It's not that. Because they killed their ancestors all the way down and created this reality. The ancestors didn't write this. The ancestors didn't paint this photo, didn't take this photo with them or nothing. They did. They rewrote this history that you see here. It's not that. This is what you have to understand. And as you see them coming in and giving these Negroes their religion and their flag, yeah, these niggas were not even, that is their description, their foolish description of Negroes. They were not running with no flags and shit. They were free people living in land, as they describe it. But these guys were coming already with their New World Order, with the Red Cross in the back and everything. with their diseases and everything, hospital, healthcare, all that shit. Yeah, was there in these drugs in there. They had all the pottery science that, were inside these boats already. And they're coming in, and these niggas are bowing to them. That's the history that they gave you. They don't belong here. They came in and took over. That's all I want you to know. Okay? But they don't want to accept that story that they don't belong here. Most of these, especially white people, and some of these Negroes, they don't belong here. They came from another place with Yahweh, their God. They're fallen angels. So they had ones that, of course, created the floods. They had ones that profit from the floods. They had one that created it. It's not that. And they still can create it. As you see, they control the weather, they control everything. Today they control everything. After they destroyed all the ancestors and took possession of all these lands that they ran over with the Religio, converting everybody to Religio, after that they control everything. It's the same spirit now. Lying spirit of Yahweh controls all these kingdoms that you know. That's why you see lies everywhere. Everything they do is based in lies and propaganda. Because this is what they do. People. Yeah. Crusades, an Arab perspective. That's all they do from the beginning, people. Jacobs, it's all Israelites. That's Jacobs, Israelites that came in. Not these Negroes. Stand up. Yeah. See that? They brought religion everywhere. Took over the whole earth. That's why everything you see in history, no matter where you look at, 1950, Religio. 1960, Religio. 1940, Religio wars. Everything is Religio. Yeah. It's a drug. Is how they got them. See that? They baptized them in the name of their God. That's it. They're slaves. They're their slaves. And that's why they like to do that. Everywhere they go. You gotta be a Christian. If not, you're not saved. Understand that? Because they are the Christ that they pretend that they tell you, because they are the Christ that came with the sword. And if you don't bow to them, the sword man is there to deal with you. Understand that? It's all in the open. You don't see it because you've been blinded by your religion. Understand that? They show you how they came in with the cross and ran over the whole entire earth with conquests, Arab conquests, Christian conquests, all types of conquests. Until today, they still at it, subdividing and taking over, because they live on the slaves. They're parasitical. They need other people's lands and gave them this. Worship Satan, worship men. Understand that? It's nothing to do with what you think. It's nothing to do with Mosai. It's nothing to do. Religion is not what you think. Understand that? Religion is a government. It's a government that lives within you because you believe in the religion. Understand that? So the religion controls us. The religion pass our laws and create wars. See that? It's them coming in and taking on the lands that don't belong to them and creating chaos order out of chaos, as they tell you. They got the entire formula from the beginning. You see again? Again, they show you Aztecs were living, how they were living. And funny, they show you that mountain there that looks like a big tree that was cut. Yeah, a massive giant tree. Yeah, but Aztecs were people living in peace and harmony. They working together. They getting the resources from the land. Nobody needs a bank to eat. Nobody needs a bank to have a house, to have a home, to have a family. No. They were super intelligent and organized. But they're not going to teach you that. Otherwise, they wouldn't have that war mongering road that they built for you. Instead, it has been made by war because their spirit is different from the original. Their blood is different. Understand? They have no spiritual, or they have no connection to the earth or nothing. Understand? These are hybrids they created. Okay, this being created, Saladin is a demon. The demon hybrids they created to war the whole entire earth and give them power. That's all. These beings have no soul, they have no connection to the earth or spiritual intelligence or nothing. Understand? These are hybrids. Understand? Yeah. Many of them are big and giants, but they were created for war. Men of war. The genes of Yhwh. You understand? Understand? They killed everybody and took their lands and gave them these phony religions that you see here. See that? All these phony religions that don't mean nothing. False currency. See that? Always a conquest. Always you see a Nefi that conquered something and took it. And they make him famous. Understand that? It's all Nefis. See that? BBC is a Nefi channel. It's all lies in there as well. All lies and deceit. Yeah. These reset channels that tell you what they're doing. That's all. You can see them everywhere in their history. It's violence, violence. Nothing good. Just violence, people. They bought that church with violence. And you got all these kings that come in and out and pass laws and write books and write the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the damn niggers that were born but don't have connection to the earth as well. They put them eating meat, they have them eating meats, you know what I'm saying? They lost their connection to the earth. Okay? And they now believe everything that the controllers gave them. They think science is something. They don't know what science is. Because if they did, they wouldn't be telling you about the science that the invader gave them. It's not science. These niggas are dumb. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, guys. Shout outs to the brother Surf. Shout outs to everybody else that, you know, went back to sleep or whatever. And I appreciate you guys, man, that support my videos and still uploading, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to stop uploading, but, you know, there's nothing I haven't uploaded that they don't know. Because I've been telling them years after years, same damn thing, with no results. You know, you even go and take shots. Come on, man. They're not listening. You know? They're in this road of empires. You know? They want to be kings. They got Netflix pushing the agenda on them. Same violent agendas everywhere. That's all they know. They don't know nothing good. They don't bring you nothing good because they don't want you to live long. Your life must be stressful. See that? It looks like where they put these hybrids from the start. That's what it looks like. A lot of them running around naked. They didn't even know, nothing. The church teach them everything, people. Yeah. And then they went around and they did what they were told to do. Because they don't know nothing. Don't forget that. These people don't know nothing. And they just do what that church tells them, I guess. Armies are complex social and economic machines, serving ends far beyond the limited goals of winning wars. Soldiers march on their stomachs, as Napoleon famously observed. They rarely fight for idealism or ideology alone, and this was clearly true also in the early Muslim armies. Army economic of early papyrus letter returned the ID at payments. Okay, people, they telling you right there that these armies came in and they not fighting for no ideology. They not, which means they were not moral based. They were based about war, and it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. It's war. Stand up. We're based in evil and lying spirits. Yeah? It's so small I don't want to be reading because it's like the paper considers the Arab Islamic conquest of North Africa following the perspective of Arab Islamic invasion of Egypt in 639 to 646, in which current evidence is emphasized, not the histories of the Caliphate period, which provided a heroic narrative of Arab Islamic courage and exceptionality. So I don't know how you are courageous and exceptional invading somebody's land with these immortal armies. I don't know that, but okay, the church can make you any of that anytime, as you can see. They work for the church these months, and so did the Arabs. Worked for the church all the way to wielding America. They always at war, people. They just created for that in the labs, to be warriors, to take off, kill people. Doesn't matter for what reason, just do it. Because they have no soul. So they empowers Yahweh, man of war, sacrifice the whole entire earth to Yahweh, man of war. Yahweh 99 reset streets, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what they call the night. That's this stupid Israelites that even call themselves Torah night. Yeah, that's where it's coming from. See that? Satan, Israelites, medieval war. Yeah, they came for war, and then destroyed your ancestors. And now you think that they are your God, and you worship Yahweh, who sent them to do this. Yeah, all of them. See that? All of them is Yahweh work. They give you this, death, pestilence, drugs, war and famine. You see that? That dead spirit that they have on you. You see that? Satanic dead spirits of religion. Dead, pestilence, drugs war. They even show you drugs war. And they still selling them drugs out there and giving you health care, right? Keep trusting them. Okay? Keep reading their books. Okay? Because what they did to ancestors, and they couldn't write you no book, so you gotta read their books now. You gotta read Yhwh books. Because you don't know who you are anymore. There's Spanish conquest here, torturing people, sacrificing people, right there. They show you the devils. See that? They teach you that they're trying to tell you they're going to this satanic cult of Satan worship all the way. They created the whole history that you know, French and Indian war. It's always a war, people. There's nowhere they didn't go that was no war before they all owned this place. Everything was destroyed. See, they left the pillars in there, but they took the place. Stand up. They don't tell you the ancient history of the ancestors or nothing. It's all a made-up story they give you now. It's all violence and religion. Religion and violence, people. See that? Even these Negroes back there, all trained to do the killing. I told you there's Negroes that were involved. That's the ones that destroyed the whole Africa. Okay, sold out with the other ones and took over Egypt, took over the whole Africa and killed the ancestors and burned books. And then they put the books from the church. The church did a deal with them sell out Negroes. They all together with church. That's why they all want to be real. Talk to you about they are Israelites, because these are the Negroes that destroy the ancestors with the church. Yeah, they sell out. You can't trust none of them. Especially the ones that are talking about religion and all that. You can't trust these niggas for nothing. It's not a, see that? All taken by voodoo. Australia. It's taken all of them. There's no land they didn't go do war and kill everybody, take the land. So that's the reset that they're not telling you. Understand that? They created these wars, they killed people and took the land and created this what you know now. And that's that. I'm gonna stop. Okay? This is all they can tell you the stories that they want now. You know what I'm saying? They took the main places that you owned, your ancestors owned, they took this place and destroyed it. And let it rot to hell, because they took possession of these places. Okay? The hybrids have no soul. They don't know what they're destroying. Understand that? They're just like bots, robots. They send them, go there, kill the whole population. Like what Yhwh do. Yhwh told them go there and kill 4,000 people. They go and kill it. That's it. It's okay, since Yhwh, the church said, it's okay. They don't have no moral to think by themselves. You understand that? So this is what's going on. We live in that's the world where we live. They're showing you there were dragons flying around with them and burning places and burning the ancestors. That's what they're not telling you. That they have all the powers that you don't even know about, never heard about. That's why they give you glimpses into your subconscious. You know, see that? That's how they took over. Conquest and conquistadores. All of them that you know today came to be by war. Okay? Okay? That's what they do in wars. They kill babies. It's not all a sad under species with low IQ. You're doomed in a world of people that have low IQ and the wrong blood type because they made them in the lab. They're playing with that, still playing with that blood as they're alive. They're playing all the time, every year. They gotta go for something in that blood. They gotta check their blood. They gotta give them something. Because they are being soul slaves. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. I should really stop now. This video is going to be too long. It takes ages to upload and do the stuff they do. Yeah. It's all demonic. You know? It's got man face. And then it's got boo. It's Baphomet they're selling on you. See that? That's all they know. That's all they know. See that? They worship Satan. Came down from heaven. You know, they have other weapons that you don't know. Hiding back there in the cupboard. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for the day that they're gonna use it on you. On your damn religious ass. Because you don't know nothing. Yeah, sorry, but you know, if you're a religion, man, you don't know nothing. That's it, man. I love you all. Yahweh gave the the key to the earth to King Cyrus, not to know Israelite Negro. Stop being a fool. Stop being a serpent, a damn demon. Yeah, because Yahweh is not dealing with you. He gave it to King Cyrus, not you. Stand up. All the keys to the kingdom, he gave it to King Cyrus. And stand up. That's it, man. I love you all.